trip to Mexico, supposed to be a vacation, right? It's changed one Valley family forever.
An infection meant an emergency delivery for a Mesa mom at just 6 months. And now the baby's health setbacks are just the beginning. Everything 10-month-old Poppy Stewart does is nothing short of a miracle.
And he just looked at the monitor and looked at us and he said, emergency, emergency.
Thousands of miles away from home on a trip to Playa del Carmen that was supposed to be in honor of her mom who had just lost her battle to cancer, Maggie Stewart was forced to undergo an emergency C-section, giving birth to her 1.5-pound miracle at just 26 weeks. A potentially deadly infection in her uterus left her no other choice.
That I was losing massive amounts of fluid and that the baby was in crisis.
Yeah, there you go.
A crisis that grew more complicated and more dangerous by the day. After she was born, Poppy was rushed to the nearest U.S. hospital in Miami, where she stayed for the next 4 months.
So there's been a lot of joy coupled with just endless challenge.
Challenges that now include being at the center of an immigration puzzle that no one knows how to solve. So in the chaos of everything, Poppy was given this document. It has her name and her address. It even has her footprint on it. And at the top it says Certificado de Nacimiento, which means birth certificate. But despite all of that, when they got to the U.S., they were told this wasn't enough. It turns out Maggie was missing what's known as an application for consular report of birth abroad, and it needed to be finished back in Mexico. Without that, Maggie says there's not much she can do. She can't even get a Social Security card. She has this temporary passport, which expires in May. After that, this single document with the tiny footprint is the only thing that legally identifies their daughter. All of this as Maggie and her husband Jeremy juggle the medical responsibilities of caring for a premature baby.
Not only are we dealing with the struggle of getting her citizenship squared away, I mean, she has more specialists in her short little life here in Arizona than all of us probably combined.
The Stewarts know there is no quick fix for Poppy's health, but now they're hoping someone, somewhere, can help them sort through this document debacle.
And I'm left with nothing. I am nowhere near closer to having her birth certificate now than I was in April.
Such a sweet baby and such a beautiful family. I spoke with the Mexican consulate here in Phoenix yesterday. They told me they are looking into this. I also spoke with Congressman Andy Biggs' office. The Stewarts live in his district, and his office is working with them to try to see if there's some kind of a solution. We've also put Maggie in touch with a local immigration attorney, again, to try to see if there is some way out of this.